Now they get together and get some word. Here we go, back to the book. It did not take the colonel long to give us our orders. The brigade was to renew its effort to reach the bridge and bring relief to the men still fighting there. So, pretty simple, straightforward goal. And in order to achieve this goal, they set up to do an attack on this little section of woods where they think there's a bunch of Germans. And here we go, back to the book. The leading sections plunged into the wood and disappeared. There were no enemy there at all. The information from brigade must have been wrong. We had attacked and taken an empty position. Never was there such an anticlimax, but never was an anticlimax more welcome. Now we get a little visit up on the front lines. Here we go, back to the book. As the small spare figure stepped out of the first vehicle, I realized that it was the first time I had seen the brigadier commander since we left England. He was just the same as ever, relaxed and smiling. Battle was nothing new to him. He had been through the worst of the Desert War. Muddle in no way disconcerted him, at least not outwardly. It's interesting he uses the term muddle. He's talking about the fog of war, this muddle when you don't really know what's happening. And he talks about how the veterans are used to it and accustomed to it, and they can deal with it. Muddle in no way disconcerted him, at least not outwardly. He seemed to anticipate it, understanding how judgment and behavior was impaired by danger. Wherever he went, he inspired confidence with his gentle eyes and friendly manner. For a regular cavalry officer, his background was unusual. He had come to his regiment not from Sandhurst, but from Oxford, with a double first and fluency in a half a dozen languages. And I love this line right here. He wore his learning lightly as he did his decorations. Meaning this guy is highly educated and highly decorated, but you don't even know it.
Yeah.
It was rare for soldiers to be aware of officers more senior than the colonels who commanded their battalions, but every man in the brigade could recognize and name the brigadier. The two visitors did not stay long, but their appearance was a tonic for all. It was a reminder that there were able men in charge, even though the battle was developing in a rather odd manner.